Big Spurs fan.
Yeah.
Almost wanted them to miss the playoffs just because I felt like we need to rebuild our dynasty, get a draft pick rather than doing the playoffs and being mediocre every year in the playoffs. But
I think my biggest fear is how long Pop's gonna stay. That's my biggest fear.
I don't think. I mean, it's gonna sound mean, but his if his wife was still alive, I would say this is the end. Probably this is last year, but they don't really have anything to go home to now.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could
It does sound bad.
I could see him staying another 5-6 years.
All right. How do you feel about Magic Johnson stepping down?
I feel like LeBron has gained complete control.
Except he didn't show up to the locker room the next day. The day after he resigned, he didn't show up to the locker room.
Yeah. No, he doesn't, and I think it's because of LeBron. I think that LeBron just gets in there and he runs the show. It doesn't matter who's in there. And I mean, the freaking president steps down, and then the head coach is dismissed. It was mutual decision, which is not true.
Yeah.
Luke Walton definitely went out on the Lakers' terms rather than his. He would have loved to have stayed.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's what comes with LeBron, I think, and somebody's has to step up and do, and that's how I feel like LeBron kind of chooses his teams. He bases it off on how he can run the show.
Yeah.
Because Luke Walton, nothing.
And the Heat never had a strong coach.
Yeah, their coach is still is he?
No, it's a different one now.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that coach stayed the full time he was there. I don't think they ever had a coach switch up. But then again, he had a solid team there.
But and everyone was saying that the Lakers are going to be a powerhouse now because of LeBron. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
and it's like this is the first year that they missed the playoffs in forever.
Not true. They missed last year. They only had 2 more.
Well, it's the first time that LeBron has missed the playoffs.
Himself has missed the playoffs. Yeah. But also, he's playing with a bunch of rookies.
Yeah.
So but still.
I'd cut him some slack on that. But he also missed a substantial part of the season with the groin issue. So, I would cut him some slack on that aspect, but
But even, the first, 12 games of the season, they weren't doing good.
No, they weren't. I think they started off with a win. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they started off, but they were 4-1.
Yeah, it wasn't a pretty start, and I feel like that just came with him. They all had to readjust and get to know each other a little more because they had a big turnaround. They added, I think, 5 solid players to the roster and kicked off a bunch. But I don't know. I mean, their new coach is notorious for just bending to LeBron's will.
Yeah.
Ty Lue. So,
yeah.
LeBron will run the show.
I don't see the problem with it other than, player should be a player and not a player and a coach. And certainly not a president or a game manager.
He shouldn't dictate everything that goes on there, but LeBron is a great player and he does know his basketball, so I mean, he has good points to come across, but play your part.
Yeah, exactly. Don't try to overstep your bounds.
That there's certain franchises that would not fly, and I mean that would be the Spurs. That's not going to happen. If you brought in certain coaches, who's the old Golden State, Mark Jackson? Yeah, if you brought him in as a coach at the Lakers, because that could have possibly been it, that would not have flied, and I feel like LeBron had some push to who got hired there.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
Definitely. Wow. Well, so do you think we're going to win the first round?
The Spurs?
Yeah.
I mean,
because the Nuggets aren't they haven't been anything insane.
No, they have. I mean, for years they've been low balls,
mediocre,
came out of nowhere.
But they didn't even make the playoffs last year.
I don't believe so. No, they added a couple people. I mean, they still have Murray and Jokic, who are phenomenal. But no, I don't feel like they have enough role players that are going to step up.
Yeah, I mean, technically we don't either.
I mean, we have guys that will step up.
Yeah, we have stars, but we don't have like.
No, we have
a stacked team.
No, we don't have a stacked team. No, but we have role players that will step up. Like Patty Mills will step up.
Yeah.
Derek White is coming around. That was
he's
starting to like him.
Yeah, he's exponentially grown.
And then
into a good player, a well-rounded guy.
Forbes is a great shooter from the outside. So I mean, we have that. There's a couple of guys. Patel.
DeRozan.
Yeah, no, DeRozan's. No, I'm talking role players of it. Like DeRozan and LaMarcus are our stars.
Yeah.
That should be coming in every night and putting up big numbers.
Yeah.
But every once in a while you'll catch those guys. And Lonnie Walker, he said from the start when he got drafted that he's gonna be. He said, if Pop wants me to dive on the floor and solely dive on the floor for balls, I mean, that's what I'm going to do.
What a guy.
And he had a great attitude coming in, and I feel like he's going to be a great help to us.
I think the only coach I would do that for is Pop.
Yeah,
in the entire league. That's the only one I'd be like,
I've respected
my guy.
Pop for my whole life, growing up watching him.
Yeah.
Funny guy, short to answer things.
I think we'll win. I think it'll be a 7-game series.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I don't see us sweeping them or anything like that. And maybe we don't even beat them. Maybe Denver switches up their game plan and comes out and destroys us.
It'll be a 7-game series. I think we'll come out and win it in Game 7.
But,
at home.
No, we won't. We can't win it at home if it's Game 7.
Whatever.
But
we'll make it our home.
Yeah.
We'll make it our
But I don't see us going past the second round.
Yeah, I don't either. Because then we'll get caught up in who the Thunder and.
We'll take the 3 seed.
In between the Thunder and who are the Thunder playing?
No, we'll take the Rocks.
Oh shoot.
No, we won't. They're the 4 seed. We'll get the Portland Trailblazers.
Oh,
and
well.
I feel like we could beat. Actually, thinking about it.
If it's the Trailblazers.
I feel like we could beat them.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they have C.J. McCollum and they have. He's just not over here.
Hey Seth. After this, I'm gonna ask you about business, so you better be ready.
I mean, they have C.J. and they have Dame, and they clearly stepped up their first game in the playoffs, which is finally because they had a 10-game drought.
Seth just came out of my bed. Looking like Chicken Little.
Yeah, they had a 10-game playoff drought where they just haven't been able to win, which it's pretty bad. But I don't see him putting on for that long, and certainly not in the second round. I feel like they can get past the first round, but they're not a playoff contender.
Yeah.
It's my water.
Your water.
Oh, my water's right here.
Taking my water.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Seth, what enlightening business theories do you have for us this week?
Enlightening business theories.
So I really like the structure. Like, me and Nico can argue about football and just everything. You'll be the basketball analyst, and then we have the business.
Finance business.
The finance enlightenment guy.
You know, man.
That's
honestly,
you, Seth.
There's not much to say right now. Yeah, I'll be more prepared next time.
Sure.
Maybe some stories.
He was
or something.
prepared, but he didn't. He just. That's all he prepared for. Just that opening line.
But all I'm gonna say is the biggest regret you'll have, or I'll say this: having remorse is better than having regret.
What's the difference between those two? So.
Okay, so for instance,
I feel like those are the same.
Okay, so say for instance, okay, so say for instance, I stopped trying to do a business or whatever, and I just kind of do the normal, and then so 40 years goes by, and I'm like 43 years old, I'm doing whatever, and I look back, I'm like, man, like what would have happened if like I actually would have tried, like I'd done something, like what if I didn't give up, I'd actually tried to like start a business or whatever. Well, that's regret. So you don't know what would have happened.
Yeah.
Or say I look back 40 years from now, and I kept trying everything. I was trying multiple different things. None of them worked. Maybe I lost some money. Maybe I guess maybe I lost some money. Then that would be remorse. It's like, oh,
So you're saying it's better to have remorse than regret?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that completely.
Exactly.
So remorse is like looking back on like, what if this could have gone better?
Yeah.
Versus
it's like
ever trying.
Yeah, exactly. It's like looking back on your losses rather than you don't even know if it would have been a loss, but actually it was a loss because not even.
But I mean, here's the only thing I have with that.
No, I don't go kill somebody. You're like, oh man.
Maybe I should.
Sponsored by the Throne Room, Seth Williams. Don't go kill somebody. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, here's the only thing I have with that, because what if you regret a decision you made in your business that ended up losing you money? Like, you know what would have happened if you didn't do something, but you regret it.
Okay, so what do you mean?
Like okay, so say
no,
say you make an investment that has a negative ROI, and then you're like, okay, well now I'm out,
that's fine.
$500,000.
Still rather have remorse than regret, because what if like 10 years ago, like man, like you know what, like what if I actually like did that investment?
I mean, you were sure. Like, let's say you just made a stupid decision. It was like risk.
Yeah, no, obviously, it has to be
all risk. Like there's a 90% chance that this investment plummets, or like I buy a stock that has a terrible catalyst, and it's project like say I want to invest into like this new drug, or this new like pharmaceutical company, and then I see a catalyst that says this pharmaceutical company got like pooped on by like the FDA or like the CDC, and they came back with terrible results, but I still invested. Okay. Obviously, it's not going to be a good return.
Yeah,
and then I'm going to be like, I regret it because
I still think it's better. I still think losing that money is better than looking back on it and it blowing up, and you're like, man. Like,
well, it's not. It probably won't blow up if that happens.
Like what? What do you mean? No, like
you're just saying. Okay.
Like what if like you invested in Apple, right? Mm-hmm. Like put yourself in your time, or you invested in Coca-Cola. You put yourself in like the time where people were starting to like a small percent of people were like, okay, yeah, let's invest money in Coca-Cola. And you're like, oh no, I don't want to invest this money in Coca-Cola. It's sketchy. You don't know, blah blah blah, right? We look back to now, and it's like, okay, well, I'd rather, even if Coca-Cola didn't work out, even if you lost that money, I'd still rather look back. Oh man, I lost that money. I shouldn't have done that or whatever. Rather than looking back and be like, man, like I would have made an insane amount of ROI on it. Yeah. So I still think it follows that. Same with your business. Same with an investment in your business, because you could have looked back and be like, dude, like that would have shot me up. That would have 10x my business if
10x.
That would have 10x my business. But you're like, man, I never knew because I never tried it.
Shout out to 10x. Sponsor the show, Mr. Grant Cardone, please. What are you doing as of right now with your?
Well, currently nothing, but
okay.
But, we're trying. We're getting there. Yeah. So I was doing for those of you who don't know, which is everybody.
I mean, for the record, I know.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about to the podcast.
Okay.
Started. Hey, you know what I'm doing. Oh, baby girl, who's shy? So.
Okay, that's. Wow, this is getting hot.
See, I wish you had a camera. You can see what's going on right now.
You don't want to.
So, anyways, I was starting. In the midst of starting a side hustle, a side little business of marketing for some businesses, and so I started off in the dermatology field. I was thinking, okay, high ticket, bring them a couple customers, and they'll make a easy positive ROI. Well, turns out after talking to a couple of business owners and whatnot, the average revenue from a customer is like around like $120, and so
which is nothing. It seems like
exactly, and that's why number one, like that's way, and a lot of people like to go after like restaurants, which
seems like it'd be even lower.
No, it is. I mean, you don't spend $120 every night on.
Also, food is expensive. Not to mention paying the employees and.
Yeah, you're not making that much of a profit margin. No. And so anyways, I tried dermatology for a while. Did a whole bunch of cold outreach. had some meetings with business owners, whatever. Things didn't really work out. And I think it's because most of the time the business owners, whatever, they're too busy because obviously they're